If something feels wrong, make those cuts. Once you make those cuts, it's like a weight is like lifted off of you. Even if you have to take a sheet of paper, write down that person's name, and then write the pros and then the cons. If your cons list is just filling up and it's overflowing on the page, why are they still in your life? Get them hoes out of here, because you're not gonna get anywhere. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jay. I film vlogs and lifestyle content here on YouTube. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell because you have to know every time I post a new video, period. So go ahead and click that. YouTube be acting a little weird with them notifications, so make sure you hit the bell so that you know every time I post a new video. Period. In today's video, we're going to be talking about self-love and how the hell to obtain it. For some people, it's easy to obtain self-love, but for others, it may be challenging. And for me, it was a journey. But I'm glad that I am where I am, and I'm glad that, you know, I'm able to help others. Keep on watching if you want to learn some tips on how to obtain self-love, and if you want to hear some of my stories as to how I actually obtained self-love as well. I literally typed out every tip that I have for y'all for this video in my phone. So make sure y'all sit back, relax, grab your cocktails, your juice if you're under 21, and get the sipping. Get relaxed, just get zenned out, and let's just talk. My first tip to obtaining self-love is figure out what you love to do in life. Once you figure out what you love to do, you can set clear goals and like just stay zoned in on that path to all of those goals. For example, at an early age, I figured out that I liked filming videos and editing them. Because I found my love for filming and editing, I set these huge goals and like I'm just zoned in. Like I'm in a damn zone to get to those goals. Like I won't stop until I get to those goals. Staying focused and figuring out what you love will definitely help you obtain self-love, because once you accomplish those goals, it is such a good feeling. And if you're at a point in your life where you feel like, I don't know what the hell I want to do, think back to when you were young. When we're young, we have mad time to figure out what to do. We have so many different hobbies, we're into so many different things, and it's a little bit easier to figure out what we like and what we don't like. So just try to think back to your childhood, figure out what you actually did like, and try to connect that to what you got going on right now. Revisit those good moments in your childhood and try to make something out of it now. My next tip for obtaining self-love is learn how to do things alone, and I cannot stress this enough. I feel like a lot of us have like a little bit of social anxiety, so like we don't really like doing things alone. You know, it's just a weird feeling like to be alone in public sometimes, but once you start doing more things alone, you'll become comfortable with that. For example, you can try going out to eat, like taking yourself on a date. You can try going to the movies by yourself. You can try going to your favorite concert by yourself. And I know it sounds scary, but the outcome is so worth it. For my birthday this year in June, I actually traveled all the way to LA by myself. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, a small city. So if I can pack up my bags and spend 5 days in LA by myself, anybody can do it. I was so afraid, but you know, I just took that leap of faith because I knew that it was gonna help me in the long run. To obtain self-love, you really have to learn how to depend on yourself. You can't be dependent on this person and this person and this person, especially when it comes to doing things. Like for like the past 4 months, I've been doing like a lot of stuff by myself, and I feel very comfortable with that. Honestly, I prefer to do things alone than to do things in a big group. Before, I was like, oh, let me invite this person and this person and this person and this person. But when you invite all those people to do certain things with you, you have to realize that you're also inviting their energies into your life. And some of them energies don't be good. Learning how to do things by yourself is super, super helpful to obtaining self-love, because once you're comfortable with being alone, nothing can stop you, baby. Nothing. My next tip is make the necessary cuts in life, even if it's people that you love a lot. Sometimes people in our lives have these important titles like boyfriend or best friend or uncle, but at the end of the day, them titles don't matter if they're not treating you right. Just because they have these titles does not mean that they have to be in your life. You want them in your life. That's why they're there. You're making a choice for them to be in your life. If something feels wrong, make those cuts. Once you make those cuts, it's like a weight is like lifted off of you, literally. And even though it may hurt to make those cuts, just know that it's gonna help you in the long run. Even if you have to take a sheet of paper, write down that person's name, and then write the pros and then the cons. If your cons list is just filling up and it's overflowing on the page, why are they still in your life? Get them hoes out of here, because you're not gonna get anywhere. My next tip is to set boundaries and stick to them no matter what. One of my boundaries is 2 and done. And what that means is I give people 2 chances and then that's it. Like, you're cut off. It's different for me because I've always been the type of person to give people chance after chance after chance after chance and think that they're gonna change. But if you keep giving them chances, they're gonna think that you're just gonna keep on and keep on and keep on and keep on. That's why they ain't never gonna change. So because I've always been this person to give people mad chances, this has caused me to like have people in my life that shouldn't have been there. Write down a list of boundaries and stick to them. You have to clear your life of negativity and unwanted energies. Baby, start making rules, start following them rules, but keep these rules up here. These rules do not have to be shared with everybody. Well, didn't I just? Never mind. My next tip is affirmations will save your life. It really sounds crazy, but reciting affirmations is basically like talking to yourself. You're just constantly reassuring yourself of how great you are and what you're able to accomplish. Affirmations will help you achieve your goals more than anything because you're constantly reminding yourself of what you want and what you can do to get what you want. Personally, I do a journal entry every day. I just have a daily journal entry and I'll just write affirmations like over and over and over again because it helps me figure out like what I deserve in life and how I'm going to get what I deserve in life. One of my most recent affirmations was to reach 1K on YouTube, and I did it just by writing it down every day. Like, I will have 1K subscribers on YouTube. I will have 1K subscribers on YouTube. I will have 1K subscribers on YouTube. And look what I got now. 1K subscribers on YouTube. Come on now. Like, you can't tell me that affirmations don't work. And also, another tip is to read the affirmations after you write them down. Don't just write them. Read them aloud to yourself every day until it happens. And it will happen. My next tip to obtain self-worth is very important, and it's stop doing things that you really don't want to do. And it sounds simple, but it's not as simple as it sounds. Stop doing things because it's what everybody else is doing. And this goes hand in hand with social media and how life is just glamorized on social media. Take some time away from social media if you need to and just figure out what you want to do and figure out what you really like. A lot of y'all be on social media and be like,
oh my god, Jada got some new boots, I'm gonna get some new boots too. Period. Oh my god, Ari got Chick-fil-A, I was gonna get some Chick-fil-A too. Period.
do you even like those boots? Do you really want Chick-fil-A right now? Social media will have a lot of people saying that they want to do this and they want to do that, and that's not really what they want. For example, a lot of people want to be rappers. A lot of people want to be YouTubers, and that's cool if you really want that deep down in your heart. You can follow your own path. You can even make your own path. Make something else poppin'. Do what you really want to do. Don't be doing stuff just because other people are doing it. I've done a lot of things in my life that I was very uncomfortable with, and I was only doing it because other people was doing it. But once I obtained my self-love, I was like, I don't even want to do this. You just start to realize so much, like, once you get to that point of self-love. Once you do stuff because other people are doing it, you'll really just be living a life that wasn't meant for you. Everybody is supposed to live a life that's meant for them, and if you're following behind others, how are you supposed to get on your path? Stop following behind others. It's never gonna work out. Just follow your heart and follow what your heart and your mind tells you to do. My next tip to obtain self-love is to journal. Journaling is a form of reflecting. It's super important for people to reflect on their good days and their bad days. When you're having a good day, open up your notebook and write down why you're having a good day or why today was so good. And then if you're having a bad day, open up your notebook and write down and explain your bad day. This way you can figure out the root of your bad days or your good days. My next tip is something that y'all don't want to hear, but my next tip to obtaining self-love is to eat healthy. We all hate it, but too much of the bad foods can literally slow you down, especially as you get older, like mid-20s, late 20s, early 30s. Like, you'll just notice like your body is just slowing down. Once your body slows down, it's easier for you to fall into a state of depression or really, really bad anxiety. What you eat is always super important. Don't get me wrong, it's okay to have your little chili cheese dog here and, you know, a little McDonald's McDouble there, but don't abuse the power. Set certain days where you can have the junk foods and then set certain days where you're gonna have the healthier food. When you eat healthy, like, your whole mindset changes, your whole body just changes. You just have more energy and you're just ready to attack your days. So stop going to McDonald's on break. Stop going to Cookout on break. Stop going to Waffle House on break. Go get you a nice little fruit bowl. Go get you a nice little Caesar salad wrap. Also, one thing that's helped me is like drinking lots of water. Monday through Thursday, I'll drink straight water, no juice, soda, milk, nothing, just straight water. And then Friday through Saturday, you know, that's when I have, you know, my juices, a little bit of soda, ginger ale here and there. So like, just set up a schedule that works for you. Another tip that I have is to stop glamorizing stuff in your head. When you glamorize stuff in your head and just create scenarios about how things are supposed to play out in your head, you just set these high expectations for yourself. And then when it doesn't happen that way, you kind of just get depressed and just let down, like damn. And then that's also when you start to doubt yourself. That's why it's not really good to glamorize stuff like that in your head. Just let life play out how it's supposed to play out. What's meant for you is meant for you, and you're gonna have it at the end of the day. My next tip is super important, and it's to forgive yourself for everything. There have been many times in my life where I stayed in situations that I shouldn't have, and I just constantly hurt myself like over and over again. There have been times in certain situations where I felt so uncomfortable and I didn't try to fix it, and there were also times where, you know, like I said before, there were people in my life that shouldn't have been in my life, and it was really weighing me down. The bad times and bad people in your life are basically lessons. And without that, like, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I wouldn't have obtained self-love. You just have to trust yourself, and you just have to say like, yo, even though like I did all these things to myself in the past, it has helped me become the person that I am today. So forget forgiving other people for the bad that they've done to you. Think about the bad that you've done to yourself and figure out how you can forgive yourself for those bad things. Once you forgive yourself, forgiveness of others will come. Another tip that I have is stop reciting negative things to yourself. And we always do this to ourselves all the time. Like, we'll put on a specific outfit, or we'll do our makeup or our hair, and we'll be like, damn, I look stupid, or damn, this outfit is ugly, or damn, my hair just looks disgusting, like I hate how my hair looks. And you don't really realize that in the moment, but you're literally feeding yourself like negativity. And like, it may seem normal to do that, but just try your best to stop. Your spirit really takes that to heart when you say stuff like that. So even if you don't like it, be like, girl, my hair look good. What the fuck is they talking about? Period. My hair didn't come out the way that I wanted it to come out, but I still look good. And I'ma rock it. My last and final tip for this video is comfort is key. Try to make sure that you're comfortable all the time. If you feel very uncomfortable in like a certain space or in a certain situation, get out of there. Like, don't stay there. Like, let's go. Your spirit would not lie to you. So if you go someplace and you feel very uncomfortable, or if you just meet somebody and they're making you feel very uncomfortable, or even if you've had somebody in your life for a long time and they're making you feel very uncomfortable, make that cut. You can't have that unsure energy around you when you're trying to obtain self-love. You have to know exactly what you want, and you have to know exactly what you have to do to get what you want. Comfort when it comes to looks are important as well. Make sure you look the best, like whenever you can. Like for this video, I ain't going nowhere, but I did my little makeup. You know, I put on a little hoops, I put on a nice little shirt. Like, that's how I obtain self-love. That's my self-love right there. I didn't do this for y'all. I did it for me. Little beat for the video, and she looked good. Okay guys, we have come to the end of this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to turn the bell on so that you know every time I post a new video. Also, make sure y'all leave down in the comments how you obtain self-love. If you feel like I left the tip out, or if you feel like I could add more to a certain tip, definitely comment that down below. If you resonated with some of the tips that I talked about today, also comment that down below. If you didn't like the tips that I shared today, comment that down below. We can start a little beef in the comments. Let me know if you want it. No sir, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.